Ahoy and good morning everyone. Welcome to the biggest and brightest destination on TV, where we're dedicated to finding you your next dream holiday. I'm Derek Marks and this is my TV wife Jo Grimwood. And wow, do we have a show for you this morning. One word to tease you with right now, only one word: luxury.
Absolutely. Oh yes, we've got 3 amazing cruise deals coming your way that are taking in the best of Australia and New Zealand. Now, we're going to be cruising with 3 very different lines: Holland America, Celebrity Cruises and Azamara, but they all share one thing in common. They offer fabulous boutique luxury cruising that you'll absolutely fall in love with.
Absolutely, and we all deserve a bit of 5-star pampering, don't we? So stick around as we take you on board the ships, we explore the ports of call, and we give you the opportunity to book today for a low deposit. Now, whilst we take our seats, why don't you hear why CruiseAway should be your first port of call?
Here at CruiseAway, we've been sending Australian travellers on amazing cruise holidays for over 25 years. Our award-winning team specialise in bringing you the best deals from all major cruise lines, sailing right across the globe. Whether you're looking to cruise locally or afar, with thousands of unmissable deals available right now, you can be sure we'll find you your perfect cruise holiday. So, if you're ready, let's go cruising.
Yeah, and it's not just cruising either. See, the thing we do here at CruiseAway, and our team have been doing now, as you've just heard there, for over 25 years, is actually putting cruises together with amazing stays and experiences as well. Because, you know, any travel agent can say, OK, I've booked your cruise, it's from here to here, that's it, done. But actually, we spice things up a little bit. We can give you 2 or 3 holidays in some cases that also shoehorn a cruise in and just give you overall a bigger experience for your money as well. And it doesn't have to cost the earth, so stick with us for the whole show. And we are going to start, aren't we, with Holland America Line. Now, Jo, you've worked on some of the Holland America Line ships, haven't you?
Yeah, honestly, Derek, they're my true favourite when it comes to the world of cruising. I know I'm not supposed to have favourites because there's lots of great opportunities out there, but Holland America Line is really special. It's like your home away from home, and we have got an amazing voyage and adventure for you. Autumn in New Zealand and the Apple Isle for 16 fabulous nights, not too far away from home, but at the same time exploring a beautiful vessel and great destinations that are, you know, simply superb nonetheless. 23rd of March is when we're going to be leaving, flying from Sydney to Auckland, where you'll get to enjoy a 2-night hotel stay in the favourite of New Zealand. When it comes to touring into New Zealand, Auckland is famous. Not only are you on sort of a volcanic vault, and there's 53 volcanoes within the Auckland vicinity, but from lush green forest through to incredible mountain peaks, the views in New Zealand are absolutely spectacular. You also have lots of things to see in Auckland and beautiful food options too. They're known for amazing coffee, of course. And of course, you can take a rotating sky tower, dinner up and take in the sights of Auckland, and so much more. You know, it's a great place to start your adventure with 2 fabulous nights. Maybe you want to book a tour of the local area. You can do everything from horse riding to helicopter tours, of course. And heading on to our adventure, we have got loads of exploring in New Zealand to do as well. Now, after your 2-night hotel stay, we're going to be heading on to the fabulous and elegant Noordam for 14 fabulous nights. Now, the Noordam is a really special vessel, in fact, and she was named for the Northern Compass Points. You know, she dazzles with museum quality art through to, lavish staterooms, but it is all about, it's very understated, Holland America Line. Yeah, it's elegant, but it is also not over the top. Now, what I mean about that is, you feel like you're being really indulged. You feel like you're somewhere very special, like a really gorgeous luxury boutique hotel. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like you're in any pressure or any rush to do anything. You can take your time and enjoy the experience of cruising and the voyage of cruising as well. You know, whether it be up there on the top deck enjoying a swim in the pool, or down in the boutiques, or perhaps listening to one of the amazing lecturers on board, because they have travel guides talking you through the destinations. They have lecturers that are flown on, you know, in all their different subjects, so you can become even more acquainted with the parts of the world you're visiting. There's a culinary arts centre too, so you're going to be able to enjoy learning some of the best dishes on board with the executive chef, who talks you through how to make, you know, everything from molten lava cake to their award-winning risotto. So that's a lovely thing to take home with you.
A holiday can be a little bit of an education as well, but you can do it in such a relaxed kind of environment. You can actually, it's funny the things that you pick up from a cruise holiday as well. You come back and you go, actually, I feel like I've learned something there at the same time.
Yeah, and that's the lovely thing about cruising. I think that people might not necessarily think about before they go. You do feel enriched when you've, you know, disembarked from a Holland America Line vessel. It's not just about the all singing, all dancing entertainment, which is there, of course, but it's about enrichment as well, and it's about the journey, enjoying the journey, the experience, meeting new people, you know, getting to know your stateroom steward and your server. And I mean, it is, in my opinion, some of the very best food at sea. The Pinnacle Grill is outstanding. Canaletto is absolutely divine. Dive in for your more casual burgers and fries. And by the way, you haven't had burgers and fries like this before. They're gourmet.
Does look good.
Oh, so good. And then there's the amazing shows every night. You know, you have the Blues Club, BB King's, for beautiful, and they're very, very much about their music, Holland America. So we're cruising out of Auckland, and the first port is Tauranga. This is your Bay of Plenty region on the North Isle, where you can go to the hot saltwater pools of Mangi and the volcano walking pass right there as well. The Hobbiton tour is great too. Napier, this is wine district. You've got some amazing wineries right at your fingertips. Mission Estate, Church Road, Cellar Door, Moana Park, just to name a few. On to Pitong for our next port of call for the Marlborough Flyer Heritage Steam Train. Oh, that's amazing. Or perhaps you can head to, you know, visit the Marlborough Sounds while you're there. On to Wellington, which is capital of the nation, of course, connecting South and North Island. And then we're heading into Christchurch, which is so colourful and beautiful, you know, brimming with artists, cafes, quirky shops, restaurants, and all that jazz. So much fun. Then we're on to Port Chalmers, Dunedin. This is where you can go to Larnac Castle, New Zealand's only castle of Scottish heritage, and perhaps spot some amazing wildlife, such as the little itty bitty penguins. Then we're scenic cruising through Fiordland National Park. Now, this is one of the true spectacles of this part of the world, of course, and there are 14 fjords in Fiordland, New Zealand. It's beautiful, it's jaw-dropping. I mean, these are 20,000 years old, carved out of glaciers from that period. Next, we're into the Apple Isle, Tasmania, Hobart, for the beautiful Russell Falls, lots of lovely natural beauty. Onto the nation's culture capital, Melbourne, where I grew up actually. Incredible Yarra Valley wines right there, Federation Square, South Bank, the Great Ocean Road as well. Then we're cruising into Sydney, where we will disembark. And, you know, you might be very close to home right there, or you might fly back to your part of Oz. We can do it for you. But all of this adventure is right there available for you. And it is a really, really special and epic journey, this one.
Gosh, this is just brilliant, isn't it? I love this. Everything about it, the feel of the ship is really in step with the destinations here as well. And actually cruising through Fiordland somewhere on a cruise ship is an exceptional way of seeing it, because you are at eye level up on the top deck with the incredible views around you as well. Wow, what an opportunity. I tell you what, actually, the end of March, it comes up sooner than you think. If you look at your calendar right now and think, oh gosh, yeah, actually, we're near the end of this year. This is not too far in to next year. So let's show you all the stays and that fabulous cruise included for this amazing price tag. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Under $3,000 each right now for so much more than you would expect out of a 16-night holiday. What a massive, massive adventure. Let's talk through everything that's included here for your price as well, which, as I say, isn't coming up, well, it's not too far away at all, really, is it? So we fly you from Sydney to Auckland. You'll have 2 nights in a hotel there as well. Amazing things to do in the city. And then you have 2 incredible weeks cruising with Holland America on Noordam there, cruising New Zealand and indeed through the Fiordland National Park as well, through to the Apple Isle, of course, in Hobart, through to Melbourne, and then back to Sydney. All of that for under $3,000 each. Listen, if you want to know more, if you've got questions, if you're ready to talk to our team, if you're ready for the adventure, if you've been waiting to travel again, 1300 306 134 is our toll-free telephone number. Remember, call us now. It's not going to cost you a cent to call us right now. What an amazing adventure. What a brilliant, brilliant opportunity. And there's so much variety in that holiday as well, which I think is just incredible. You lucky, lucky people. Remember, lots more offers on our website as well, cruiseaway.com.au, and you'll see all of the opportunities there. But stay with us for the rest of the show, because we've still got a very exciting offer before the end of this show, haven't we?
Absolutely. We have a lovely trip for you on Celebrity Cruises next. This is all about new luxury, and Celebrity are taking you this time from Gardens to the Opera House. This is the name of this trip. 18 nights on the 26th of March 2024. Now you're going to fly from Sydney to Singapore, where your holiday begins with a 1-night hotel stay in Gateway to the East. Singapore is a lovely place to start your trip wherever you're heading, because they have a real melting pot of influences in this part of the world. Of course, you have that Eastern flavour, incredible temples, but also you have got lots of luxury shopping, tax and duty free, by the way, which is my particular language I like to speak. Visa, MasterCard, American Express, fluent on all 3 of those. But they do have great shopping. The markets are fantastic as well. You'll want to take pictures around every corner. Look at this. Then we're going to be boarding the gorgeous Celebrity Solstice for 13 fabulous nights of cruise. Cruising out of Singapore. Oh yeah, elegant, modern and luxurious. You know, Celebrity New Luxury is where it's at. You've got the Lawn Club up on deck. That is a beautiful place. You can play a little spot of croquet, or you can just stroll along and feel like you're in a garden in the French Riviera.
And it's real lawn, right?
Real lawn.
It's lots and lots of different variety of grasses to withstand all the climates that these cruise ships go to.
Certainly is.
Very, very clever
indeed.
Celebrity
is heavily about enrichment too. They have a really well-stocked library, great lecturers on board to talk you through informative, very, very interesting destination talks. You've got glass blowing demonstrations. This is the only ship at sea to do this. Very cool indeed. And of course you can purchase some of the beautiful things. You can learn how to do it as well. Talking of learning how to do things, on a ship, if you've never cruised before, you have a great team on board, your cruise staff and team, who can teach you everything from origami to napkin folding to scrapbooking. So if you are somebody that likes to go on board and kind of learn new activities, and they do have also in their internet room, they talk you through everything from how to create your onboard photo album through to how to learn different programs. So that might be a thing you want to do when you're on board. Look at the Grand Epani restaurant. It's so elegant
honestly,
and gorgeous.
It's a real occasion every night when you go into the main restaurants, of course, because you might want to choose every now and again on your cruise to do some specialty dining, which is an extra little cover charge on top. But your main restaurants, that's like the main attraction every single night of your cruise. It's all done a little bit like a well-honed performance. And I mean that in terms of the way that the food is presented to you, that level of sophistication. Here's 1 or 2 of your specialty restaurants. Le Petit Chef is one to get booked up straight away, with a little animated chef creating the dishes that are about to arrive in reality.
So much
Brilliant.
fun.
Oh yeah, it's got the iced top martini bar as well.
Yes, of course, yeah. And I tell you what, the cocktails on Celebrity are utterly superb. You should see their flair bartending presentations as well. Very cool. There's the observation lounge for a little bit of disco flavour. Quasar as well, which is super fun. And talking of super fun, they have things like White Hot Party. They have Caribbean Night. They have all kinds of different events happening throughout the voyage as well. The theatre, some of the shows that Celebrity is doing now, I've never seen such spectacles on stage before. I mean, they rival anything you'd see on Broadway in the West End and the Sydney Theatre District. They are phenomenal. Now we're cruising out of Singapore, and our first port of call is going to be Benua for Bali, where you can see everything from palaces to beaches and the Ubud monkey forest with those cheeky little devils. They might steal something from your handbag, ladies. Just be aware. But so friendly in Bali. On to Darwin, where you can visit Kakadu, the iconic Kakadu National Park, and see some amazing wildlife. Really beautiful. Cairns, of course, our next port, is the gateway to the Great Barrier Reef and the Daintree Rainforest, where you can go up to Corundal Railway or Cape Captivation. We're heading on to Airlie Beach next for beautiful Heart Reef, and my recommendation, if you've never done it, is to take a helicopter tour or a snorkel tour of the amazing reef. Then we're disembarking in Sydney. That was easy, wasn't it? You're disembarking close to home and seeing some amazing sights.
Oh, honestly. It looks such an adventure as well. Now, this comes up in March of 2024, and you might be thinking, okay, well, I haven't got the diary sorted yet for 2024. So actually, it's a wide open space ready to be filled full of adventures. So we can actually say for you on this one, if you want to book the deal that we've got and keep you this side of price rises that are happening in travel as we speak, a $500 deposit right now will get this secured for you. And actually the complete holiday, bear in mind, it's the lion's share of 3 weeks of holiday, $2,699 each. Now, I think that's exceptional considering that you are 5-star cruising on this adventure as well. And we've got a really, really low upgrade price. So if you want to go up from an inside stateroom up to an ocean view, because you're on board for 13 of your 18 nights on board, just another $199 each, and you've got an ocean view on your hands. Let's talk to you about what's included here then as well, because remember, flights are included as well. So we fly you from Sydney to Singapore, that flight included. A night in a city centre hotel in Singapore. We tend to put you near the shopping district there as well in Singapore. Then you've got your 13 nights on board 5-star Celebrity Solstice, new luxury cruising there with the finest of everything we saw on the ship there, visiting into Bali, of course, Darwin, Cairns, Airlie Beach, and you end your cruise relatively on the doorstep in Sydney as well, which is incredible. $500 each right now as a deposit gets this secured for you. Call us now toll free, 1300 306 134, and of course you'll find all of our offers on our website as well at cruiseaway.com.au. And listen, while you have a little think about it and jot down the telephone number, let's give you even more reasons to come and book your next holiday with us.
With over 25 years of travel experience, when booking with CruiseAway, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday. Just pay a deposit today, and then you have until the due date to pay your balance. You can browse our deals online at cruiseaway.com.au or call us toll free and speak to one of our experienced cruise consultants based right here in Australia. Plus, as a fully accredited member of CLIA, AFTA and ATAS, you have total confidence and complete peace of mind when booking with us. CruiseAway, you know you want to.
Yes, I do, honestly. And yes, we do as well, don't we?
Yeah, I mean
holiday time's so important.
It's the time to be booking. It's the time to be planning.
Yeah.
It's the time to be getting these incredible adventures in the diary. And remember, you can just, put down a deposit on your next trip. It might be in 2024, but locking it down at this price in this moment is what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely. We have got a bit of a late opportunity for you right now in the highest of luxury, though, for you. A Southern Australia experience for you for 15 nights, which starts on the 6th of February, which is not too far away at all. Now, you may never heard of Azamara Club Cruises before, but they are absolutely brilliant. They are the height of luxury, let me tell you. They really throw the coach and horses at you, don't they, Joe, in terms of what they offer is fantastic.
Absolutely, and it's not just about the cruise here, it's actually about the beauty of travel. It's about the dynamism of adventure. You know, from the incredibly appointed staterooms, of course, you're going to be getting the top-notch quality when it comes to things like bedding and toiletries, all of those little details that you'd come to expect from, you know, 6-star hotels. But when we travel, it's about the actual beauty of the traveling, not just arriving in the destinations, and it's not just your means of getting from one place to the next. It's about learning about the places you are visiting. It's about that incredible service, which, you know, is going to be much more finely tuned on a ship of this caliber, and the delicious food, and it is superb cuisine that you're going to be enjoying on board the ship. Now, they also include our standard, your beverages, so your wines, your spirits, your beers, your frozen drinks, your coffees. You're going to have port transfers included when you get to the ports of call, you know, the transfer that will take you to the main town area as well. You're going to have your gratuities included on board. You know, things like this, the details that you'd expect from unabashed luxury.
And when you're in the destinations as well, you're there for longer. They spend like, you know,
yes.
70-80% of their time actually in port. So with a regular cruise line, you usually come in early in the morning and you leave late afternoon, early evening. With Azamara, you get more of the day, which means that if you are going on an excursion or an experience, of which there are many available as well, you've got more time. You're less watching the clock thinking, I need to be back on board.
100%. It's about destination immersion as well. So you'll notice that when you're on board. Now, we're cruising out of Sydney, and our first port is the culture capital, Melbourne, where you can head to Federation Square, the Great Ocean Road if you've time as well. Healesville Sanctuary is amazing. On to Portland. Growing up in Victoria myself, never visited, but this is the place to see some amazing culture. More than 200 19th century buildings in this port. Then we're on to Kangaroo Island. You know, this is a natural, beautiful wildlife reserve where you can see sea lions, penguin colonies, diverse bird species. We're on to Adelaide there, wine country for Penfolds Winery. Don't forget to grab a pie floater, of course. We know Adelaide's famous for it. We're on to Esperance, which is you know, your place to visit. The Great Ocean Drive, beautiful beaches and stunning scenery, and the Cape Le Grand National Park, of course. Cruising on to Albany, where you can see the Gap and Natural Bridge, plus the World War I Memorial. Of course, this was one of the places where a lot of soldiers would visit before they headed out. Onto beautiful Margaret River, home of lots of natural caves where you can see fossils and stalactites, or perhaps some of the stunning beaches in Western Australia. Then we're on to Perth, where you'll get to enjoy not only an overnight on board the ship, but another overnight as the hotel is included. You have one night hotel in beautiful Perth as well. Now, this is lovely because you have such a relaxed vibe in Perth. And you might not have been to Perth before, because a lot of people from the East Coast just haven't ventured over there. You know, it's quite a distance. So I think having a cruise take you to Perth and enjoying all of these hot spots along the Australian coast is quite a special experience, especially as you're going to be the right time of year for it. You know, we're in summertime, so we get to enjoy that beautiful weather. But Perth is all about relaxed indulgence, from wineries through to surfing, just a casual stroll of the art district and grabbing a coffee. You know, you'll just feel like you're really well rested and relaxed after this voyage, because you're on Asmara for starters, and then you have, you know, a cruise that doesn't involve too much pressure of sightseeing, which is the lovely thing. Mm-hmm. It's about enjoying those destinations and, you know, particularly enjoying the luxury of being on board an Asmara vessel.
Just be aware as well with a holiday like this that once you travel and cruise and voyage, I guess you could call it, with Azamara, once you've done it once, it's very difficult
It really
to go back
is.
to anything else, let me tell you.
But Derek, this is the problem with this is it's not often in this part of the world, and
No.
it's such an absolute treat to have Azamara visiting Australia right there on your doorstep.
That's very, very true.
Yeah.
And if you want to know more about the ship as well, of course, remember you can go to our website, cruiseaway.com.au, pop in this cruise ID into the box on screen, and it'll give you the full itinerary, but it'll also tell you more about the ship and what's included with Azamara Cruises as well, because they are exceptional, let me tell you. It's an amazing ship, which is well under capacity as well. So it's almost like more like a charter than, you know, a commercial cruise. It's incredible. It really is. Now, this is coming up on the 6th of February, so it's very, very soon, actually, not too far away at all. But we have a few places remaining on this holiday package, so take advantage if you like the idea. We're looking at $4,099 per person right now, which is an incredible price tag given just how much is being lavished on you while you're on board. More time in port, so much included for that cruise fare as well. More that one-on-one service that really is going to make you feel like a superstar, isn't it? And amazing destinations as well. Let's run through this again. Let's remind you of what we're doing on this holiday as well, because this is incredible. So you will join Azamara Quest in Sydney for 13 nights of cruising and a really, really interesting itinerary as well. You're visiting Melbourne and Portland, Kangaroo Island, Adelaide, Esperance, Albany, Margaret River, and then you finish your cruise with an overnight on board Azamara Quest in Perth. Then you leave the quest and enjoy another night in a hotel in Perth, which we can make longer if you want to as well. You can add a couple of extra nights in Perth, as you can see there as well, for just $165 per person extra. And then, of course, the flight back to Sydney is also included in this price tag too. But it does come up very, very soon. This needs to be a fairly quick decision. It's great to have Azamara in this part of the world as well and enjoy all of its incredible luxury. So if you are ready to grab one of those last few places, 1300 306 134 is our toll-free telephone number, and it is well worth talking to the team, because our team have been talking about cruise holidays, amazing cruise and stay packages for over 25 years. And you know, Joe, as well, how competitive the travel industry is. So to still be there 25 years later, getting those high ratings,
they know their stuff,
getting these amazing deals.
Well, I mean, we are your travel concierge. Yeah. But without the extra added costs you'd pay for a private travel concierge or a private, travel agent. We offer, of course, complete packages, all done and dusted for you, including the flights, including all of those little extras. As you just saw with the Azamara, you've got your beverages on board, you've got your transfers, you've got everything that you'd expect from, the top hotels, the most luxurious places you'll stay. And it is a really special experience to be able to cruise, particularly so close to home. So I take full advantage of what we have on offer. At CruiseAway, we are here every weekday morning at 8 a.m. on 7.2 and now on Sundays at 9 a.m. So you can join us with your morning coffee. And if you can't see what you want, just give our team a call on 1300 306 134 or cruiseaway.com.au to chat about what you would personally like to create in terms of a package, because they are there to make a bespoke package for you. They're amazing. Yeah, that's how these shows come about, by the way. It's your most popular requests from us over the years that then we put new packages together, because people want to travel to parts of the world they've never been to. Actually, they want to see places on the doorstep that they've never been to as well. So that's how these packages come about. Listen, thanks for your company this morning. Have a great day, whatever you are doing. Don't forget, check in with us weekdays at 8 a.m. and on Sundays at 9 a.m. for a double helping as well. Have a great day. Take it easy.